Bill Bull and Young Calf Boston Sports Podcast, and I could I don't know if that win could have gotten any more disastrous for us. Not only did we screw up our draft position, which of course is obvious to everybody, right? We did it against a team that, pretty much every team in the NFL should beat. We did it so close, and it was at home, and it took so much for it to happen. It was just a gross win. And the worst part about it is we now have a young quarterback who's just had his first NFL concussion. And I mean, I don't know how much more sour grapes you can get about this game from long term May with concussions and draft picks. What a miserable win, Dad. And so I will say this: the one sidebar about this is my son is so excited right now. He is jumping up and down. He was so into that game. He wanted them to win so bad. I felt so bad that I wasn't able to match his energy. Uh, but man, does a worse win exist? Jeff Underwood said, "Sorry guys, I really hope Drake May is okay." I hope so too, Jeff. We got a lot of young, talented players in the NFL dealing with concussions. I know Tua just came back this week, and hopefully Drake doesn't follow that same path. What do you got, Dad?
Yeah, this is just absolutely terrible. Really, the only positive to come out of this is knowing that we contributed to the Jets' misery, their fans' misery, and that absolute loser, like I said in the pregame, Aaron Rodgers,
Yep.
natural born loser, that absolute stiff, that just cocky,
Rubbing in his
thinks he
face is
knows
awesome.
everything moron. Oh
Yep.
my God, that's the only satisfaction. Otherwise, completely disastrous. Disastrous win. Not just, the draft, like you said, Drake May was looking on like top of his game, really awesome. And then really it's so discouraging because what I was praying for, praying strong, but what I was really
Yeah.
hoping for was they made him go in, right? Like the concussion protocol, people saw him take the blow to the head and they made him go in against his will. And he was in there like, nope, I'm telling you guys, I'm fine. I'm fine. Get me back out there. Get me. Clearly, that was not the case.
Nope.
It's
Didn't see him on the
obviously a real
sideline.
concussion.
Yep.
It's a real concussion, which is just absolutely discouraging. I really hope he makes the right decision and goes immediately to those new helmets with the fabric on it. I don't care how stupid it looks. I don't give a crap. Give him the biggest, fattest, helmet there is with the soft covering on the outside. Because man, what a freaking bummer. That should have been Drake May's first win. I can live with that win a lot better
Oh
if it's
yeah.
Drake May,
I think we win by a
outdoing
lot more.
Rodgers.
Yeah.
We probably do win by a lot more. That Jets team is garbage, and God, wide receiver. Matt, can you that concussion? Did that did those absolute disgusting drops contribute to that? Do you know if did the Thornton drop come before that? Because I
Yeah. There's
didn't
a
have the
couple
luxury of
drops.
going backwards.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
but
sure.
did they happen before it? And Booty and another one, I think that was definitely um after the concussion. That awful drop, like our freaking wide receivers. But Drake May makes one of the toughest throws you'll ever see on the dead run, going to the sideline, has a sling at sidearm, hits a wide receiver, hitting the sideline just before it in dead stride, perfect pass in his hand,
Yep.
and
It
that
was
freaking
Thornton.
bum,
It was Thornton. It was
that loser, Thornton drops the ball. But did the concussion come after that, Matt?
next
I'd
play.
like to
It
know
looks
that.
like next play. It looks like Drake scrambles up the middle for 18 yards. Sherwood tackle
Was
him
it that
next drive.
play?
Yeah, yeah. The next drive.
There you
Percent coverage.
go. There you go. You loser. You pathetic piece of garbage. Because you know what, Thornton, you absolute draft bust bum. If you make that catch, that friggin' play never happens. He doesn't have to run for the ball there. It's a completely different set of downs. It's in on the 20-yard line. So there's no way that next play happens. You're a stiff. You're a
Yeah.
loser. I hope they cut you before they even bring the friggin' towels out after this game. I can't stand this group of wide receivers, these bums. Kendrick Bourne, nowhere
Oh,
to be found.
dropping
Booty
so many.
Booty waits till the end of the game to make a big catch. That
Yeah.
friggin' jerk had a crap game too before that. I'm sick of these guys. It's really discouraging. and we eke out this awful win, screws our draft position. And now we went from like the first overall pick probably to about the fifth. It's just awful.
Yep. Yep. NFL draft order. This team has so many holes, and I think that's what it shows every single week. Right now, we're still drafting. It looks like third. So I guess there's that. We're still behind the Jets, the Jaguars, the Cleveland, and Miami. Cleveland won today. They were 1-6. They beat the Ravens, so that's kind of good. But yeah, I think you nailed it, Dad. I mean, I don't know how you feel anything good about this game. The team's not doing Drake May any favors at all. One thing I can say for sure is Drake May seems to be the real deal. He's making the passes he needs to make. He's got the speed. Teams are not going to be able to blitz him remotely as much as they have been once he gets back because he's got wheels. And again, this is all stuff that's super contingent on him staying healthy and not racking up concussions. But man, he has all the tools. I actually really like his game overall. It was such a bummer, Dad. You even said there's no reason to watch this game other than to hope they lose after that last situation, after the Drake May concussion. And I cannot believe we found a way. Marcus Jones, 60 something yard punt return. We actually do well on special teams this game. Oh, it
Gross.
just we won
So
in all the
gross.
areas that just don't matter. I mean, every game we've been throwing up on ourselves on defense, offense, and on special teams outside of Drake May. And we find a way today to actually make some plays on special teams with number one, that guy for them choking that punt. He like literally flies by his head. It bounces 5 yards in front of him and it flies by his head. He could have downed us at the one. And then you also got
Yeah.
Marcus Jones on a huge run back. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just can't
And
stand this feeling. I
and
I
how
want to be able to cheer
many
for wins.
how many third and longs did the Jets have us in? And then they just choked. Could not stop us. Our pathetic offense without May in there. Like it's just so painful. Everything is so painful right now.
Yep.
And yeah, we just gotta hope May's fine, comes back next week. Put the put the ugly helmet on, and let's get back to developing him. We didn't get to see any Baker today. Like, why even activate that kid? I
Yep.
can we get someone in the game besides these guys who can't catch the damn ball? Booty was looking like he had some upside, but then again, terrible drops. Like I, these guys, man, holy cow! Like it's just, oh, what are you gonna do?
Yep.
But I mean, the only thing we could take out of it is, we made New York people miserable again. So
I mean, seriously, like
that's about it.
it was such a garbage tackle too by that guy coming behind Drake like that, hitting him, missiling him in the back of the head. I don't know how the refs
Yep,
don't catch that either. It's like the
refs
Drake
didn't.
Drake had been sliding 5 yards before anybody got to him. He solved the problem my dad was most worried about. I think going in right, the making that dopey run, trying to run through guys plays that Josh Allen did. Drake has not been doing that. He goes to slide 3 to 5 yards before anybody touches him. Some guy comes from the side behind him and missiles him in the back of the head.
And
I
they
mean,
miss it. And you're gonna say like, well, what good is it, Steve? He still would have had to leave the game. No, that's true. Like he still would have got the concussion. But again, it keeps bringing more awareness, right? That player maybe in the future he's not such a jackass and he doesn't do it to some other quarterback or our quarterback. That call needs to be called all the time.
yep,
Quarterback slides, he's off limits. It's as simple as that. You just give up the play.
yep,
And the guy didn't, hits him in the head, gives him a legit concussion, and everything's ruined. The whole day's ruined. This win would have been a lot more easy to stomach if it was May behind the wheel, getting his first win. And like my son said, that would have been probably would have blew him out. Like,
yep.
I mean, think about it, right? May scores on the first freaking not first drive of the game, because again, Van Pelt's got to come
Impel
out and run
special.
two bland run
Yep,
plays, put him in, can't do any play action or, run on first. I mean, pass on first or second down, puts him in a situation where he's going to, third and long. But, otherwise, second drive of the game, runs us right down the field, and then starts making other plays. And
and then
sure enough,
everyone has
out of the
bricks for
game.
hands. Everyone has bricks for hands, and then
Yep. No
there's
one can catch the ball.
that third drive very well could have been a touchdown with between Boot dropping the pass, Booty dropping the
Yep.
pass, Thornton
Thornton.
dropping the pass. I mean, oh my gosh,
I mean,
just
what a damn
absolutely
shame.
miserable.
That pass to Thornton would have been on ESPN. That's one of those plays that would have been all over. Look at this. Look at this dime by Drake May, scrambling, running to the sidelines. Off his side foot, chucking it sidearm, perfect throw, and the clown just bobbles it. Like no hand in front of him, nothing. Like there's just no excuse. Just NFL receiver dropping a ball where it's really as easy as someone walking up to you and I with a football and telling us, "Hey, I'm going to underhand this to you." All you got to do is catch it, and us dropping it. Like that's what the equivalent is. When an NFL receiver drops a ball like that, that's what that's the equivalent of.
And we had
You are
so
a
many of them
bum.
today,
You're a
so
loser,
many.
and I can't even believe you're on this team anymore. You should have been gone a long time ago. That's stiff.
And you know what? Kendrick Bourne, huge. Again, I know I didn't even want to win this game, but huge drop with Sauce Gardner on him, right through his hands, and he's looking for a flag. You're through your hands, Kendrick Bourne. It hits you right in the hand, and you're looking for a flag. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't understand what these wide receivers want. And then there's another one. He was off to the left, and he's trying to catch the ball like this. It's like go and get the freaking ball, Bourne. Why are your hands like this? And of course the Jets guy knocks it away. And I first thing I told Jackson, I was like, he has to go get that. Go get that ball, fight for it. It's just we have such a poor group of talent players, and it just makes me nauseous. This team is,
Matt,
yep,
Bourne had another drop like that.
yeah,
Last, you remember the one where it would have been kind of a touch, but everyone's like, "Oh, May's gonna put it in there a little bit." It was a kind of like a deep slant. I don't know if you remember the play, but I'm like, why is anyone putting that on May?
I
It
don't know.
still hit him in the hands. Like he dropped it. He just dropped it. It would have led to a touchdown. Would have got us up 14-0 against the Jags because we ended up settling for a field goal because of that drop. That's
Yeah,
another. It wasn't a perfect throw. He didn't put it right on his chest. But again, you're an NFL receiver, like you said, Matt. Put your damn hands out there and catch the ball. He like
any
T-Rex short armed it, like he did
anybody who
there. It's
blames
disgusting.
anybody who blames Drake May for any of this has just been watching a lot too much Patriot football. If you watch around the NFL, they're wide receivers, guys. They catch the ball. They actually put two hands on this thing and keep it in their hands. I mean, I don't understand. It's just ridiculous. I'm so glad we have the Celtics. I'm so glad because
Yeah,
whenever I am watching this Patriots team, I am just so miserable at the profound ineptitude across the board. And the
yeah.
Celtics are just a shining light. And I'm so glad this podcast is at a Patriot podcast because we will get to talk about the Celtics. Um, man,
Yeah. Matt,
yeah,
fortunately, we're knowledgeable in Boston sports, and I really haven't heard anyone give any Drake May any crap. You know what I mean?
yeah,
From what I read, everyone is like, no, for what his circumstances, for what he's dealing with, the protection, his garbage wide receivers, he's been awesome. And he really
yeah.
has. What a shame. I would have loved to have seen him build off those first two games over 500 yards passing, 5 touchdown throws. Man, what
First
a
quarterback
damn shame.
since Marino to do that, and he
Absolutely.
did not do it against scrubs. He did it against that Houston team, which is one of the best rushing teams in the NFL, and
Yep.
he had a great game overseas against the Jags. It's a weird time difference, no interceptions. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm super high on Drake May. Dad, I'm curious. Do you think there's many injuries worse for Drake May to pick up right now than a concussion?
I mean, besides something that puts him out for the year, like a torn Achilles or something like that?
It's
Uh,
not much worse.
not
I I
not
really don't.
really,
I
because,
really do not
every
want to go down this
concussion
path.
no, every concussion, it makes you more prone to more concussions, so, that's why I'm saying don't waste any time. I hope to see that kid with that giant funky cloth helmet on. Obviously, they've let the players wear that for a reason. I don't care if it looks stupid. Put that damn thing on. You can't say slide. He slid. The trash bag cheap shot artist still hit him in the freaking head. So what are you gonna do? But yeah, Jeff Unknown, absolutely. You know what, Matt? The Patriots don't deserve this. They
They really
don't
don't.
deserve a pregame, a postgame. I think we need to go back to our old format. where we kind of plan out the show. We can still do Facebook Live, Matt, but
Yeah,
do it in segments. Celtics, Bruins, and
I would
then
love that.
garbage time for the Patriots. Let's do that. We get my son and I are gonna pick out a night, and we're gonna do that, people. We'll start posting on Facebook. We'll still be Facebook Live, so you guys can chime in, and that way, we'll plan ahead. We'll have a set time, and we'll start giving the Celtics, the
Yeah,
love they
let's start
deserve.
looking at the
Hopefully, the
NBA.
Bruins.
Yeah, let's start looking
Yeah,
at
the
the NBA. Some of the
Bruins.
contenders, the Bruins,
Yeah,
big game, big win last night. They did choke away a goal, to send us into
I still
overtime.
have a lot of faith in the Bruins. I think they're gonna fire Montgomery at some point, and that's gonna light a fire into the team. There's way too much talent there. Trust me, the Bruins are gonna be fine. Pete's been sending me negative texts left and right. This team is trash. Oh, no, they're not trash. They just got to get their crap together. They start giving some of the young guys a chance. But Kurt,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, how could you not be, Kurt? Just absolute trash everywhere. I wouldn't care, with the exception of Pop Douglas. I wouldn't care if they cleaned house and got rid of all of them and just brought in 4 new freaking receivers. Just
yeah.
garbage, all of them, really.
I mean, tomorrow night, Kurt, I completely agree with you, man. Kurt, I really hope that you follow the Celtics, you follow the Bruins, because we're gonna start talking about those teams a lot more.
Yeah,
Wait, does Kurt play at Greendale's? Is he the magician?
he does.
I live
He
right
is.
down the street from
He's.
Greendale's now, Kurt. My dad, when he
Oh
comes up
man,
here, he can go to Greendale's and then walk home. You can do whatever you want, Dad. You just got to make it like a
I'm coming up for like a week and a half. You have to make sure that No Alibi is playing at Greendale's. It's right before Thanksgiving. Oh no, right before Christmas.
yeah.
Like that week and a half, man. Hopefully you guys are playing the Saturday before or something like that. I
Oh
would love to
yeah.
see you
The
guys.
old bull
Yeah.
just has to walk probably like a quarter mile, and you're at my house. So that's really cool. Um, I do, man. It is awesome. Yeah. Hey, Kurt. Really, that'd be really cool.
And it's
So
the funnest show. They're the best cover band up there. But anyway,
yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. So tomorrow night, I just want to preview. Tomorrow night, Celtics playing the Bucks. Maybe, Dad, we try and find some time, just to talk about that in the pregame, because that's a big
Hmm.
game for us. The Bucks will not have Middleton. Antetokounmpo is
What else is new?
probable. He's probable, but you know how it goes. But he's been playing. He put up 38 points against the Bulls. So we'll be hosting
In
them.
a loss.
Yep.
Yeah.
76% win chance for the Celtics team. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we could probably do a pre post there, and like I said, people, we're gonna come up with we're gonna go back to our old format, except keep it on live where you guys can chime in. We're not giving the Patriots this love anymore, this
Yeah.
pre-game, post-game. Nope. We're gonna focus on the Celtics, Bruins, and then Celtics will. I mean the Red Sox and Patriots. They'll get the
I mean,
scraps left at the end of the show, so we'll keep it. We'll go back to that kind of format.
I got Spider-Man with me. Iron Man. Iron
Whoa,
Spider. There you go. He's been walking
big
around in
win
his
today.
outfit all the time.
He's all excited.
Hey man, Jackson, you want to tell Pop about the Patriots win? Just tell him what you thought of it.
I thought we were gonna lose, but that was big. I didn't think we were. That was a big comeback, right?
That was an amazing comeback. I mean, it wasn't quite up there with the Brady Super Bowl, but that was an awesome comeback. Good win by the Patriots.
Yeah.
Very excited. Yes, absolutely. And big Celtics game tomorrow. They're
Yeah.
playing the Bucks in the Greek Freak. Yeah, Giannis Antetokounmpo, whatever his name. And yeah, Celtics. Jason Tatum's gonna have to take him down. Absolutely.
I don't know. This might be a tough matchup.
It could be a tough. We
Uh,
don't have Porzingis. We don't have the unicorn for a while, so it
a
might be
hun-
tough, but we can beat him.
until like Christmas, we'll
Yes,
have
yes, that's right. He is supposed to come back in around Christmas, so it's like getting an extra gift for us.
like 130 to 90.
I'll
Jackson
take
predicts the
it.
Celtics going to win 130-90 tomorrow. Big
Oh,
statement win at home. They could do it. This team can beat those Bucks by 40 points. I believe in it.
they
What's up,
can run
Kurt?
him out. They
That
could.
is that is that is three
Yeah.
generations. You guys are the best. You're the best too, Kurt. Thanks for taking the time to tune in, giving some life to this Patriots scenario. I appreciate
Yeah.
your time. So, all right, guys. I think that's it for me. Hope everybody has a good rest of their weekend and has a great start to their week.
Thank you for tuning in. Jeff Unknown, appreciate you. Kurt Ram, appreciate you guys chiming in. And we'll,
Yes.
we'll give you the news soon of when a new show will be.
All right. Just put it in big on. Hey, Celtics minus 39 would probably be a very big betting line. You'd probably get a ton
Payout,
of
very big payout.
very big payout. He'd be probably